Hello students, this is the part 3 of microbiology in which we will study about bacteria and its cell structure. To know about the part 1 and part 2, just click the link in the description box. To see the cell structure, already you know that the bacteria are the prokaryotic organisms. That means it doesn't have a nucleus and definite cell organelles are also absent. Let us see what are the other main parts of this bacteria. This shows the structure of bacteria in which we have plasmid, chromosomes, ribosomes, cytoplasm, villi, cell membrane, cell wall, capsule, endospore and flagella. Let us know about important parts of this one. Plasmid and also the genophore. In this diagram, where you can see the plasmid, here is the plasmid and this is the genophore. Genophore is a single circular double stranded molecule. This is a single circular double stranded molecule. The plasmid, in addition to this bacterial chromosome, that is genophore, the main genetic material often contains a small circular double stranded DNA molecules. This is called as plasmid. You have to remember, this is the main genetic material. In addition to this, the genetic material which is present is called as plasmid. And these are the flagella, which are long whip-like structures which helps in movement. Depending upon the number of flagella, the bacteria are divided into so many types. So this is a bacteria. If there are no flagella, it is called as atrichous. If there is only one flagella, it is called as mono. The name itself represents mono means one, monotrichous. If we have single bacteria on either side of the bacteria, single flagellum, it is called as amphitrichous. If you have a tough flagella at one end of bacteria, it is called lophotrichous. And these are the flagella all over the body of bacteria. It is called as peritrichous. Let us just revise. Atrichous, there is no flagella. Monotrichous, only one flagella. Amphitrichous, single flagella on either side of the bacteria. Lophotrichous, tough flagella on one end. Peritrichous, flagella all over the body of the bacteria. Now let us answer some of the questions. What is a genophore? What is a plasmid? What is its significance? How are bacteria classified on the basis of number and distribution of flagella with the help of diagrams? Draw the neat and labeled diagram of bacteria. These are the so simple questions. Hope you can answer all the questions. Thank you.